I thought of thee, my partner and my guide, as being passed away, vain sympathies, for backward dudden, as I cast my eyes, I see what was and is and will abide. Still glides the stream and shall not cease to glide. The form remains, the function never dies. While we, the brave, the mighty and the wise, we men who in our morn of youth defied, the elements must vanish. Be it so. Enough if something from our hands have power to live and act and serve the future hour. And if, as toward the silent tomb we go, through love, through hope and faith's transcendent tower, we feel that we are greater than we know. The splendor falls on castle walls and snowy summits old in story. The long light shakes across the lakes and the wild cataract leaps in glory. Blow, bugle, blow, set the wild echoes flying. Blow, bugle, answer, echoes dying, dying, dying. Oh hark, oh hear, how thin and clear, and thinner and clearer, farther going. Oh sweet and far from cliffs and scar, the horns of Elfland faintly blowing. Blow, let us hear the purple glens replying. Blow, bugle, answer, echoes, dying, dying, dying. Oh love, they die in yon rich sky. They faint on hill or field or river. Our echoes roll from soul to soul and grow forever and forever. Blow, bugle, blow, set the wild echoes flying, and answer, echoes, answer, dying, dying, dying. That which we dare invoke to bless, our dearest faith, our ghastliest doubt, he, they, one, all, within, without, the power in darkness whom we guess. I found him not in world or sun, or eagle's wing or insect's eye, nor through the questions men may try, the petty cobwebs we have spun. If ere when faith had fallen asleep, I heard a voice, believe no more, and heard an ever-breaking shore that tumbled in the godless deep. A warmth within the breast would melt the freezing reason's colder part, and like a man in wrath the heart stood up and answered, I have felt. No, like a child in doubt and fear, but that blind clamor made me wise. Then was I a child that cries, but crying knows his father near. And when I am beheld again, what is, and no man understands, and out of darkness came the hands that reached through nature, molding men. Tonight the winds began to rise and roll from yonder dropping day. The last red leaf is whirled away, the rooks are blown about the skies, the forest cracked and the waters curled, the cattle hurtled on the lea, and wildly dashed on tower and tree. The sunbeam strikes along the world, and but for Francis, whichever, that all thy motions gently pass athwart a plane of molten glass. I scarce could brook the strain and stir that makes the barren branches loud, and but for fear it is not so, the wild unrest that lives in woe would dote and pour on yonder cloud that rises upward always higher, and onward drags a laboring breast, and topples round the dreary west, a looming bastion fringed with fire. Old water of these buried bones, and answering now my random stroke with fruitful cloud and living smoke, dark you that grasped at the stones and dipst towards the dreamless head, to thee too comes the golden hour, when flower is feeling after flower, but sorrow fixed upon the head, and darkening the dark graves of men, what whispered from her lying lips, thy gloom is kindled at the lips, and passes into gloom again. How fares it with the happy dead? For here the man is more and more, but he forgets the days before God shut the doorways of his head. The days have vanished, tone and tint, and yet perhaps the hoarding sense gives out at times he knows not whence, a little flash, a mystic hint, and in the long harmonious years, if death so taste Lethan springs, may some dim touch of earthly things surprise thee ranging with thy peers. In such a the baby knew to earth and sky what time his tender palm is pressed against the circle of the breast, has never thought that this is I. But as he grows he gathers much, and learns the use of I and me, and finds I am not what I see, and other than the things I touch, so rounds he to a separate mind, from whence clear memory may begin, as through the frame that binds him in, his isolation grows defined. This use may lie in blood and breath, which else were fruitless of their due, had man to learn himself anew, beyond the second birth of death. I sometimes hold it half a sin to put in words the grief I feel, for words like nature half reveal and half conceal the soul within. But for the unquiet heart and brain, a use in measured language lies, the sad mechanic exercise, like dull narcotics numbing pain. In words like weeds I'll wrap me over, like coarsest clothes against the cold. But that large grief which these unfold is given in outline and no more. Be near me when my light is low, when the blood creeps and the nerves prick and tingle and the heart is sick and all the wheels of being slow. Be near me when the sensuous frame is racked with pangs that conquer trust, and time a maniac scattering dust, and life a fury slinging flame. Be near me when my faith is dry, and mend the flies of latter spring that lay their eggs and sting and sing and weave their petty cells and die. Be near me when I fade away to point the term of human strife, and on the low dark verge of life, the twilight of eternal day. Oh, yet we trust that somehow good will be the final end of ill, to pangs of nature, sins of will, defects of doubt and taints of blood, that nothing walks with aimless feet, that not one life shall be destroyed or cast as rubbish to the void, when God hath made the pile complete, that not a worm is cloven in vain, that not a moth with vain desire I shriveled in a fruitless fire, or but subverses another's gain. Behold, we know not anything, I can but trust that good shall fall, at last, far off, at last to all, and every winter change to spring. So runs my dream, but what am I? An infant crying in the night, an infant crying for the light, and with no language but a cry.